Look at some review problems for exam 41. So what value of x makes this one true? Basically, they want you to find the value of x. Whenever we're dealing with fractional equations with different denominators, what we have to do is multiply by the common denominator. 4, 3, 12. What is the common denominator? Yes, it is 12. So I'm going to multiply 12 to all sides here, both sides. 12 cancels out with 4, leaving you 3. So we have 3 times x minus 3. And 12 and 3 cancels out, leaving you with 4 plus 4 times 2. And 12's cancel away, we have 17 left. Now then 3 is being distributed, so we get 3x minus 9 plus 8 equals 18. When I combine these two, I get 3x minus 1 equals 17 rather. And then when I add up 1, we get 3x is equal to 18. Then x must be equal to 6. And that's what we're looking for, choice 2. Alright, which of the following is not in the solution set? So what I'm going to do is trying to figure out the values of x here. I'm going to subtract 2. So 7x is greater than or equal to 56. And when I divide by 7, I'm comparing x with 8. But since 7 is a positive number, I do not have to change the sign. So x has to be greater than or equal to 8. So bam, bam, bam. Only thing that remains is 6. Number 3. Now in this case, once again, let me try to multiply everything out first. So we get 2 over 9x minus 2 times 4, which becomes 8 over 3, equals 3 over 36. 9 times 4 is 36. And then 1/9 times negative 2 becomes what? Negative 2 over 9. Now when you look at this question, same thing as before, I'm going to multiply everything by common denominator. What is my common denominator? 36. I forgot x here, by the way. So then when I multiply these two things out, I have 4 left. So 4 times 2x. 36 divided by 3 becomes 12. So minus 8 times 12. We get 3x here minus 4 times 2. So we get 8x minus 96 is equal to 3x minus 8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 3x. So we get 5x minus 96 is equal to negative 8. I'm going to add 96. Then 5x equals 88. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide each side by 5. So then x equals 88 over 5, which is equal to 17.6. Choice 4 becomes the answer. Alrighty, let's look at number 4. So in this case, what I want you to do is I want you to solve for r. R is right over here, so I want to solve for r. That means I need to get rid of pi. I can divide each side by pi, so I get this. R squared equals a over pi. But in order for me to get rid of the square, I have to take the square root on both sides. So r equals square root of a over pi, which is choice 1. Now, they want you to solve for m. Then how am I going to do it? I'm going to subtract b, so y minus b is equal to mx. In order for it to have m by itself, I have to divide by x. So y minus b over x. Choice 3 becomes the answer. Alright, let's move on. So in this case, they want you to combine them together, so I'm going to distribute negative 2 here, so we get negative 6g plus 4. Second one is negative 4g minus 3. Use negative sign distribute into both terms. So when I combine negative 6g minus 4g, so I get negative 10g. 4 minus 3 becomes plus 1. So negative 10g plus 1, which becomes choice 2, becomes the answer. Number 7. So this is the inequality, but our answer has to come from here. Then I'm going to distribute negative 2 first, so we get negative 2x plus 10 is less than, just less than 10. So I'm going to subtract 10. So negative 2x is less than 0. When I divide by negative 2, x has to be compared to 0, but since I'm dividing by negative numbers, the sign has to switch. So x has to be greater than 0. So then in this case, what are the values that are greater than 0? 1 or 2? Which is choice 2 becomes the answer. All right, let's look at number 8. X-intercept. How do you find the x-intercept? I want you to remember that's when y is equal to 0. So I'm going to plug in 0 in place of y. So 4x plus 3 times 0 equals 12. 3 times 0, of course, that's equal to 0. It cancels away. So we have 4x equals 12. When I divide by 4, x will be equal to 3. So which is choice 1 becomes the answer. All right, let's look at number 9. Choose the expression that mathematically represents the difference between 3 times a number. So I'm going to say 3x. And then quantity 5 times another number less 7. So 5 times another number less 7. So that's basically what we're looking at. Since we're looking for the difference between these two, we are looking for subtraction. Which is choice 2 becomes the answer. Alrighty, let's look at number 10. So in this case, what we have to realize is we need to figure out the value of x-intercept and y-intercept, and I think we can get the answer rather quickly. What is the x-intercept? That's when y is equal to 0, so we get 4x equals negative 10. When you divide by 4, x equals negative 2.5. I'm looking for x value has to be negative 2.5. It seems like choice 2 will be the answer, but we'll see. Because negative 3, yeah, that should be the answer. But let's try to figure out the y-intercept. How do you find the y-intercept? That y-intercept is when x is equal to 0. So that means negative 5y equals negative 10. When you divide by negative 5, y equals 2. So 2.52 matches out. All right, so choice 2 becomes the answer. With that one, we're going to stop. See you later. Bye.